It is very clear from our audit that in most places, either pavements are very high, they don't exist, or they are very badly encroached. People are then forced to walk in complete modal conflict on the carriageway itself. And that increases the risk. Because it's inconvenient to use either a foot overbridge or a subway, it forces people then to cross on the surface and at a place where there is no protection for them. And this so-called jaywalking is therefore increasing the accident risk phenomenally. Very recently, we have analyzed about 128 accident hotspots which have been identified by the Delhi Traffic Police. When we looked around, we realized that at least 40% of these hotspots occur near flyovers, and flyovers are built essentially to allow vehicles to attain speed. In fact, other studies have shown that the accident risk near flyovers increase by at least up to 200%.
We took one of the major arterial road in Delhi, which is Mehrauli Badarpur Road, to understand the problems, what maybe the authority faces and what people faces when they have to use that road. So when we actually see the modal share percentage on that road, so we would see around 60% of the people who are walking, cycling and using public transport, and maybe around 20 to 30% of the people who are using cars and motor vehicles. The footpath width ranges from 900 mm to maybe 3 meter at some areas, and it's not at all continuous at anywhere. There is hardly any cycle track on that road. Crossings have not been designed in keeping safe crossing for people who are walking and cycling. We thought of redesigning this area, and we have kept the carriageway of the same width it is. We had tried to retain the footpaths, but we had increased their width from 2.5 meter to 3 meters, and it is continuous all over. We have kept the footpath height 150 mm all along the corridor, so that people who are on wheelchair or even physically challenged, it's easy for them to get on the footpath. We have provided multifunctional zone wherever we got the space, and we tried to place the bus stops on the multifunctional zone, because initially the bus stops were actually placed on the footpath, which was creating an obstruction for people who are walking. We have given tabletop crossing at the major intersections, and there is a crossing given at every interval of 250 meters, so that the pedestrians don't have to do jaywalking. The land use around the corridor is mainly low income neighborhood, and they don't have much public spaces. So we have utilized that area into public space, and we have shifted the hawkers from the roads to that area, so that the place can be well utilized. We have tried to give auto rickshaw stands near to the bus stops. We could actually see in this that if we keep all the elements, major elements of the design guidelines, we can still provide space for all kind of users.
We need to now look at the National Urban Transport Policy. The policy has to take cognizance of the safety risk when they are funding transport infrastructure in cities. This must mandate inclusion of safety guidelines as well as road design guidelines like those which have been crafted under the Indian Road Congress, which are pedestrian, cycling and public transport friendly.